this episode of Fat Dog Garage, we complete the installation of Ian Hill's doors. Remember, like, share, and subscribe, and I appreciate you watching. We are back. Of course we are. GoPro's dead, so I can't get all that footage of putting our stuff together, but this is what you guys missed out on. We have the door glass installed on the passenger door. The passenger door is latched. Now we're going to continue that process on the driver's side. Yeah, so here we go. We just need to do the exact same thing we just did on the passenger side to the driver's side. Repeat the same process. We did get the bottom body line done. Worked out on this guy, so now we just need to do everything else and get this thing happening. Cinematic. Okay, so first issue we run into is right here with this door latch. This door latch will not go deep enough. It would have to be sticking out the door, like quarter inch, not unless someone else has used these on our doors, but I clearanced it, I moved it around, but I cannot get it to work. I did measure this face right here to here. On this door is 5 1/4, and on the Ultra Carbon door is 5 3/4. So I am assuming that is stock, and this is not. I don't get it, but whatever. Luckily, I've got a set of latches here. The Tim McAmis ones I was talking about that come in the kit, I did modify them. Added material here to the top just to get the striker, the cable, so it's more straight, so it's less of an angle and it doesn't run into stuff like this, like right here. So when this is in here, it'll be above this and come into there. So that's where we're at now. I'm looking at gonna install these. Unfortunately, I got some holes here I'll have to deal with, but that's the case. I can fix that. That's not a problem. Okay. All right, upper door latch is installed. See how we bent that? And look at that, eyeballing. She's almost perfect. And I can hardly even see that, but we have a door that now functions, opens and closes. This needs a rubber. If it had a rubber in there, it would push it back a little bit. Got a lot of play on those pins, but there it is. There's that part anyways. As you can see, we got the rod shortened up and fit. Everything worked out perfect. We didn't have to drill 6 million holes. There we go. On to the next. right, so as I'm tightening these screws, the machine screws for the windows, I don't want to tighten them so that they kink the plexiglass. I want to do the least amount of, have the least amount of distortion in the panel. It just looks like ass. If you're drilling these out and you only use an 1/8 inch drill butt on these 6 black two screws of carbon, and then you got like an extra tightening thing. I don't even know what I got. Anyways, let's start again. So the door's looking pretty good. Fits nice. See that? All functions. Door handle latch works. It's a little sloppy. I bent the rod just to give it to shorten it up. So I think I might actually just shorten it. But all of this original framing still worked, which I was impressed with. Here's our carbon fiber handles that I made for them. They required a little bit of a bend. Otherwise, they'd be sticking out the window like they were before, which I don't like. So a little bit of a bend in them, and they seem to be doing really well. Just gonna, yeah, really impressed. Everything works. We used had to use the door latches out of door latches out of Owen's car, and then now we're gonna put in a set of our Nacaducts, window Nacaducts. You can see they're shiny, nice on both sides. They do not go on the outside of the window, they go on the inside of the window. With the tinted windows, you'll probably hardly see any of it, but you still will. It's unfortunate that my twill doesn't match. It's a damn shame what the world's going to. Anyways. Okay, a little close up, catch up. We got the driver's doors on. Body lines look really good. Windows are fitting nice. Door opens up pretty good. We'll have to pull it a little bit. Everything kind of worked out in the front. We've got the Nacaduct in here. Now we're going to put in what are we going to do? We're going to put in the upper window latch. And then this side should be good to go. Then we can get back onto the front end and then get this car out of here. That is the goal. So I'll fire up the GoPro and you guys can follow along. So I have this hole. As per the instructions, this hole is 1.5 inches. This hole is 3/4, but it needs to go to 800 thou, which really sucks because now you gotta whittle it to 800 thou. I don't have a bit that's 800 thou. Plus, it's not just that. This one will sit flush in there once it's cleaned up, I think. But this one needs to open out, so it needs to be tapered back and have like a bevel in there, but it's still not even 800 thou yet. So we have to make it 800 thou. That's the plan. So what I'm doing here is just wet sanding the plexiglass edge. You can wet sand this just like you do anything, body, panels, or anything. and if you wet sand it out to like 1,000, it'll smooth it out and look just like the outside of the glass. So I highly recommend you take the extra time to do that. That way you don't have jagged.
So if you're doing something round,
crap.
I'm talking like, I don't know who's going to watch this video or if anybody's even going to learn anything, but if you're sanding a round hole, use something round to sand it, and then it usually stays round. As close to the hole size as possible, as you can see. So I got like 1.25 inch pipe here. This little piece of chromoly to do 1.5 inch hole. That looks good. Yeah, that looks polished up. Both doors in the same spot, which is pretty monumental. Did I think it was going to take me 18 hours to do that? Not at all. Not at all. I did not think that at all. But that's where we're at. Wait, this one, make sure it weighs the same. Oh, we want to do the top of this glass too. Yeah, they're exactly the same, 12.5 pounds. I got this backwards. Now you can't do put the doors on like that anymore. You can do this now though. Whoop. Okay, you have to remember that needs to be. Helps to do that. Now we have both the driver's door done and the passenger door. Oh no, I'm not done. Ha ha ha. Forgot one thing, dude. Forgot that guy. Okay, we're not done yet. Let's put that guy on. We got it on the other side, but we don't have it on this side, so we need to put the tether strap in here that goes right to here. So let's go do that. Then we can say that this door is done. Actually, I still want to sand the top of this window too, and make it nice and shiny, and because that looks gross. I don't think that arc needs to be there that much either, too. Okay. Cause there ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay, I got mouths to feed, and there ain't nothing in this world for free. Said you can't slow down, or you can't speed up, you can't slow down, even though you wish you could. Said there ain't no rest for the wicked till you close your eyes for good. I don't even know if that's the words, I really don't care. Cast the sky right around here.
quite sure where we finished off, but we got the upper window latch installed on this side. As you can see, both sides, she's in there. And this morning, we now have a completely functioning door. We have the upper latch installed in here too. So, I didn't show you guys this, but this right here is the upper window latch. So, it comes with the kit. You just gotta TIG weld it on there and just make sure that it puts a little tension on the top of the window. Yeah, so these doors are completely done. As you can see, I don't know if you can see, when I press this, it just pulls the top of the window in and prevents it from moving out. So that's good. Both sides are done. Now we're on to the front end. On to fixing the front end and finishing the front end. That's where we're at. I'm on to finishing the front end, and we can get this car back to Ian so he can get ready to race for race season. It's coming up. Canada heads up, baby. Woohoo!